Dr. Maya Ross trudges through the Arctic snow, her breath forming crystals in the -40 air. She leads a small research team to investigate unusual electromagnetic readings detected by satellites. The readings don't match any known geological formations. Her team includes tech specialist Jake Miller and local guide Tom Baer. They've been tracking the signal for 3 days across the frozen wasteland. The readings grow stronger as they approach a remote valley that shouldn't exist on any map. Maya stops dead in her tracks. Rising from the ice like a metallic mountain is the outline of something impossible. A massive structure, partially buried, but clearly artificial. The metal gleams with an otherworldly blue tint that seems to pulse with its own light. Jake runs his scanners over the surface. "Doc, this thing is huge. I'm reading at least 2 kilometers in length, maybe more buried underneath." His voice trembles with excitement and fear. Tom, who has lived in these lands his whole life, speaks quietly. "My grandfather told stories about the sleeping giant under the ice, said it would wake when the world needed it most." As Maya approaches the hull, her hand touches the surface. The moment skin meets metal, the entire structure hums to life. Lights begin flowing across the surface in patterns that look almost like circuitry. The aurora borealis suddenly intensifies overhead, dancing in colors that mirror the ship's glow. "It's responding to human contact," Maya whispers, her scientific mind racing. "This isn't random. It's been waiting." The ship's awakening sends a pulse of energy that Maya's equipment can barely measure. Unknown to them, this pulse travels far, beyond Earth's atmosphere, reaching into the depths of space where other beings have been watching and waiting. In the depths of the ship, ancient systems begin their startup sequence. Corridors that have been dark for millennia begin to glow with soft light. The ship's AI, dormant for ages, slowly comes online and begins scanning its new environment. Maya realizes they've discovered something that will change everything humanity knows about its place in the universe. But she doesn't yet understand that humanity is about to be tested. 3 days after the discovery, military teams have cordoned off the site. General Brooks arrives with a team of specialists, but Maya refuses to leave her post. She's learned to interface with the ship's external systems through touch, discovering it responds uniquely to human bioelectric fields. Inside the ship, corridors now pulse with warm light. Maya leads a small team deeper into the vessel, following pathways that seem to guide them forward. The architecture is both alien and strangely familiar, as if designed by beings who understood human psychology. They reach what appears to be a command center. Holographic displays activate as Maya approaches, showing star maps of the galaxy. Jake gasps as he recognizes Earth's solar system, but it's marked with symbols they can't understand. Suddenly, the displays change. A figure appears tall, graceful, with features that blend the familiar with the impossible. The being speaks, and somehow they understand through translation technology built into the ship itself. "I am Captain Nova of the Starship Harmony. If you are receiving this message, it means our ancient protocols have been activated. Humanity has reached the threshold." The hologram continues. "Your species was seeded with potential long ago by the Alliance of Free Worlds. We have watched your progress from afar. This ship was left as both gift and test." Maya steps forward, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "Test for what?" "Your galaxy faces a threat that has consumed a dozen star systems. The void collective a hive mind that converts all life into extensions of itself. They are coming, and Earth lies in their path." The displays show images of dead worlds, planets stripped of all life and covered in dark, writhing biomass. Then they show something else, other worlds where species like humanity have stood and fought, some victorious, others fallen. The ship contains weapons and technology beyond your current understanding, but they will only function for beings who possess what you call humanity, creativity, sacrifice, the ability to stand for others even at great cost. Jake points to the star maps. How long do we have? Their advanced scouts will arrive within one solar cycle. Their main force follows. Soon after. Nova's expression grows grave. But you are not alone. The northern lights that dance in your skies, they are not natural. They are signals, messages from others who have survived, who wait to stand with you. Maya feels the weight of responsibility settling on her shoulders. What do we need to do? Prove that humanity is worthy of joining the Alliance. Show that you can master this ship not through conquest, but through unity. The ship's systems will unlock as you demonstrate the qualities that make your species unique. The hologram begins to fade. Remember, the Void Collective seeks perfection through uniformity. Your strength lies in your beautiful imperfection, your ability to find hope in darkness, and your refusal to surrender what makes you human. As Nova disappears, new systems throughout the ship come online. Maya realizes that Earth's trial has begun, and humanity's survival depends on staying true to what makes them human while mastering technology beyond their wildest dreams. Asterisk. The world's governments struggle to comprehend Maya's reports. Some want to weaponize the ship immediately. Others believe it's an invasion. But the ship refuses to respond to anyone driven by pure aggression or selfish motives. Maya discovers that different people can activate different systems. Jake, with his natural curiosity and desire to understand, unlocks the ship's educational databases. Dr. Lisa Park, a linguist who joins the team, activates communication arrays that reveal signals from across the galaxy, messages of hope from other species who've survived the Void Collective. But the ship demands more than individual virtue. When Maya tries to activate the main defensive systems alone, nothing happens. The ship's AI, which they name Alex, explains through holographic displays. Unity required. Individual strength is insufficient. General Brooks grows impatient. We need weapons online now. My teams can. Your teams cannot, Alex interrupts, the first time the AI has spoken directly. Observation. Military hierarchy creates followers, not partners. This ship requires cooperation, not command. The first test comes sooner than expected. Void Collective scouts appear at the edge of the solar system, dark, probe-like ships that begin scanning Earth's defenses. The aurora borealis intensifies dramatically, and signals pour in from the galaxy. Species after species shares their stories through the ship's communication system. The bird-like Kefter, who survived by maintaining their artistic traditions, even during war. The crystalline resonance, who won through harmony and shared consciousness. The plant-based growers, who triumphed by nurturing life even as the void sought to consume it. Each story carries the same message. Victory came not from superior weapons, but from holding on to the essential nature of their species while adapting. To face an impossible threat, Maya realizes the pattern. We can't become them to beat them. We have to become more ourselves. Under pressure from the approaching scouts, humanity begins to show its true nature. Nations that have been enemies for generations start sharing resources and knowledge. Scientists collaborate across language barriers. Military leaders learn to work with civilians. As global cooperation increases, more ship systems come online. Defensive shields activate when a team of former rivals American, Russian, Chinese, and European scientists work together to solve a quantum mechanics puzzle. Propulsion systems respond when representatives from different continents demonstrate. They can make group decisions without any single leader dominating. The ship's most powerful systems remain locked, but Alex provides hints. Final systems require demonstration of species-wide unity, not uniformity, diversity working toward common purpose. Jake makes a breakthrough in the ship's databases. Maya, look at this. The Alliance species didn't just survive the Void Collective, they became stronger. Each species that passed the test became a beacon for others, a point of light in the galaxy. Lisa translates more incoming signals. They're not just sending encouragement, they're positioning themselves. When Earth proves itself worthy, we won't face the Void alone. As the Void Scouts move closer to Earth, the planet transforms. Humanity begins working together in ways never seen before. Old conflicts don't disappear, but they're set aside. Competition becomes collaboration. Fear transforms into determination. Maya stands in the ship's command center as more systems activate around her. The ship is becoming more responsive, more alive, as humanity proves itself. But she knows the real test is yet to come. The Void Scouts and their report into deep space, calling forth the main fleet. Earth is perhaps months before the true invasion begins. But for the first time in human history, the entire species is working toward a single goal, not just survival, but proving themselves worthy of joining something greater than they ever imagined. The Aurora Borealis now dances every night across the entire planet, visible even at the equator. The signals from the galaxy grow stronger. Humanity is no longer alone in the darkness. 6 months after the discovery, Earth has transformed. The Harmony, as Maya's team named the starship, has become humanity's teacher and guardian. More systems unlock daily as people across the globe demonstrate cooperation over conflict. The Void Collective's advanced fleet has reached the outer solar system. Through the ship's sensors, Maya watches dark vessels, each one larger than Earth's biggest cities, moving with terrifying purpose toward their world. Alex, the ship's AI, has evolved through interaction with humanity. Its responses had become more nuanced, almost emotional. Void fleet composition: 12 harvest ships, 47 conversion vessels, 300 probe units. Earth's defense window: 72 hours. The news spreads across every communication network on Earth. This is it, the final test. World leaders gather virtually in the ship's command center through holographic projection. President Williams, Premier Zhang, Chancellor Mueller, and dozens of others put aside decades of rivalry to plan Earth's defense. But the ship's most powerful weapons remain locked. Maya feels the weight of 6 billion lives. Alex, what more do we need to prove? We've united governments, shared resources, ended conflicts. Unity of leadership achieved, Alex confirms. Unity of spirit in progress. Unity of sacrifice, not yet demonstrated. The meaning becomes clear when the Void sends its message. Surrender peacefully, and Earth's population will be converted quickly, with minimal suffering. Resist, and the planet will be scoured clean before conversion begins. Lisa intercepts communications from around the globe. In every language, the response is the same: no. Not from governments or leaders, but from ordinary people. Farmers in India, teachers in Brazil, workers in Detroit, families in Nigeria. Humanity speaks with one voice for the first time in history. The ship's final systems activate in a cascade of light. Weapons platforms emerge from the hull. Shield generators that can protect entire continents come online. Most importantly, the navigation system unlocks, revealing humanity's true gift. Jake, are you seeing this? Maya stares at the star maps. The ship isn't just defensive. It's an arc and a weapon. Alex's voice carries something like pride. Correct. Species that pass the trial become guardians for others. Earth will not merely survive, Earth will help liberate the galaxy. The battle begins at the edge of the solar system. The Harmony rises from the Arctic ice, no longer partially buried, but revealed in its full glory, a vessel 3 kilometers long that moves like a living thing through space. Maya commands not from authority, but through the consent of her species. Jake manages weapon systems that respond to his protective instincts. Lisa coordinates with the Alliance species, whose fleets now emerge from hyperspace to support Earth. The Void Collective expected easy prey. Instead, they face something they've never encountered: a species that fights not for dominance, but for the right of others to exist. Humanity's weapons don't just destroy, they liberate. Each Void ship they disable releases thousands of converted beings back to their original forms. Species that had been lost for centuries suddenly fill the communication channels with songs of freedom. The battle rages across the solar system. Earth's moon becomes a staging ground for rescued species. Mars transforms into a medical station for beings recovering from void conversion. The asteroid belt fills with ships from a dozen worlds, all following Earth's lead. Maya realizes they're not fighting a war, they're leading a revolution. Tom Baer, the guide who first led them to the ship, speaks from Earth's surface, where he coordinates refugee operations. My grandfather was right. The sleeping giant woke up when the world needed it most. But it wasn't the ship, it was us. As the largest void vessel approaches Earth directly, the Harmony positions itself between the planet and destruction. Maya knows this moment will determine not just Earth's survival, but the future of free will in the galaxy. The Aurora Borealis now extends into space itself, a bridge of light connecting Earth to every Alliance world. Humanity has found its place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as liberators. The final phase of the battle is about to begin. Asterisk, the Void Collective's command ship dwarfs everything else in the solar system. A massive construct of dark metal and writhing biomass that stretches across hundreds of kilometers. From its depths, a consciousness older than Earth's civilization reaches out to Maya. You interest us, young species. Your resistance is unexpected. Join us willingly, and we will preserve your uniqueness within our collective perfection. Maya stands in the Harmony's command center, surrounded by holographic displays showing the entire solar system. Alliance. Ships hold formation around Earth, while freed beings from a dozen worlds coordinate the rescue of more void prisoners. We've seen your perfection on dead worlds, Maya responds. Thank you, but we'll keep our beautiful imperfection. The Void. Consciousness seems amused. Observe the futility of individual choice. The command ship releases its full payload, millions of conversion pods that streak toward Earth and every Alliance vessel. Each pod contains nanobots designed to override biological and technological systems, turning every living being into an extension of the Void's will. But the pods never reach their targets. The Aurora Borealis, now extending throughout the solar system, intercepts them. Maya realizes the northern lights were never just magnetic phenomena. They were Earth's natural defense system, activated by the planet's magnetic field responding to unified human consciousness. Alex's voice fills the command center. Planet-wide neural network detected. 7 billion humans thinking as individuals but acting with shared purpose. This is the key difference. Jake monitors the ship's systems as they evolve in real time. Maya, the Harmony isn't just responding to us anymore, it's learning from us. Every choice we make, every creative solution, it integrates and improves. The battle becomes something unprecedented in galactic history. Instead of trying to overpower the Void, humanity does something the collective has never encountered. They offer it choice. Lisa broadcasts on all frequencies. You don't have to be perfect anymore. You can be free. The message reaches deep into the Void command ship, touching minds that have been suppressed for millennia. Individual thoughts begin emerging from the collective consciousness memories of species that chose unity over uniformity, cooperation over control. The command ship begins to change. Sections break away, revealing beings that haven't been seen as individuals for thousands of years. They're scared, confused, but free. Maya makes a decision that surprises everyone, including herself. She extends the Harmony's shields around. The fragmenting void ship, protecting the newly freed beings from the remaining collective forces. General Brooks, you wanted to know what makes humans special? Maya addresses the military leader through the communication system. This is it. We protect our enemies when they stop being our enemies. The act breaks something fundamental in the void's remaining consciousness. For the first time in its existence, it experiences something it cannot assimilate: unconditional mercy. Why protect us? We came to destroy you. Because destruction ends with you, Maya replies. But creation continues through choice. The final void forces withdraw, but not in defeat. They retreat to process something they've never encountered: the possibility that strength comes not from absolute control, but from letting go of it. Tom Bear's voice crackles from Earth. The lights are everywhere now. Not just in the sky, in every city, every home. People are saying they can feel the whole world thinking together. Maya looks at the displays, showing Earth surrounded by ships from dozens of worlds' former enemies, now working together to heal the galaxy. The Harmony has become the flagship of an alliance built not on conquest, but on cooperation. Alex provides the final revelation. Species-wide consciousness evolution detected. Humanity has achieved symbiosis with planetary magnetic field. Earth itself has become sentient through human unity. The implications are staggering. Earth doesn't just join the alliance, it becomes its heart. A living world that can communicate with every other planet where free beings choose. Cooperation over control. Jake grins at Maya. So what now, Captain? Maya looks at the star maps, now showing dozens of worlds calling for liberation from various forms of tyranny. The galaxy is vast, and freedom is still fragile in many places. Now we do what humans have always done best, she says. We explore, we help, and we prove that. Diversity and unity aren't opposites. They're the same thing seen from different angles. The Harmony sets course for the next star system, carrying Earth's message across the galaxy that the strongest force in the universe isn't the power to control others, but the choice to stand together while remaining uniquely yourself. Behind them, Earth glows with aurora light, a beacon for every species still searching for the courage to be free. The end